All right, good evening, YouTube. It's been a minute since I read the Tao Te Ching. Let's get back into it. The Tao Te Ching, chapter 42, because the goal is to finish the entire religious text. We are almost finished, all right? More than halfway, all right? 42, the Tao gave birth to one. The one gave birth to two. The two gave birth to three. The three gave birth to all creation, which is interesting here, this Trinity here. All things carry yin, yet embrace yang. They blend their life breaths in order to produce harmony. People despised being orphaned, widowed, and poor. But the noble ones take these as their titles. In losing, much is gained, and in gaining, much is lost. What others teach, I too will teach. The strong and violent will not die a natural death. 43. That which offers no resistance overcomes the hardest substances. That which offers no resistance can enter where there is no space. Few in the world can comprehend the teaching without words or understand the value of non-action. Least resistance or no resistance. Okay. Overcomes and can enter. Chapter 44. Which is more important, your honor or your life? Which is more valuable, your possessions or your person? Which is more destructive, success or failure? Great love extracts a great cost, and true wealth requires greater loss. Knowing when you have enough avoids dishonor, and knowing when to stop will keep you from danger and bring you a long, happy life. All right, chapter 45. The greatest accomplishments seem imperfect, yet their usefulness is not diminished. The greatest fullness seems empty, yet it will be inexhaustible. The greatest straightness seems crooked. The most valued skill seems like clumsiness. The greatest speech seems full of stammers. Movement overcomes the cold, and stillness overcomes the heat. That which is pure and still is the universal ideal. All right. That's it. I wonder, do people actually watch these videos? Now, when I was first reading the Tao Te Ching, I would get a decent number of views on it for some, teeny tiny channel. And then it's interesting because at least the last 2 times that I posted a video for the Tao Te Ching, I would see 1 view immediately, sometimes 2 views. And then I go back and look and it said no views. Now, a part of me in the past would have been upset about that. And it was just like, well, you can't have 2 views and then 24 hours later have no views. So I've heard all kind of things, YouTube plays with people's views, their numbers, sub numbers, all kind of things. And I wondered, what is so powerful about this book, the Tao Te Ching, that the numbers are being played with, that it will immediately show. I will even view it sometimes, and it will show the view, and then later it will show the view as 0. So there must be something awesome about this book, or something great about this book, that there is an energy, and I don't think it's a person, like some random, I don't know, YouTuber or whatever, or I don't know, but what is it in this book that even a few views is a problem? Because, if it looks like there are no views, it definitely, because I think at least hitting the thumbs up button will help people see your videos, because it will move it along in the algorithms. Now I know my channel is very small, but I do have subscribers, and you cannot tell me that you see my content. Well, my content is just a lot of stuff, but I do have a lot of kind of religious texts and the Bible stories and the religious studies series, which I really have to get back on. So it is, that is kind of the feel of the channel. I got some other stuff on there too. So anyone who subscribes would know what my channel's about, for the most part. So I said, well, the teachings in this book, well, I did when I went over Taoism. The Tao Te Ching is second to the Bible, the most translated book. Okay, I don't know if just religious book, religious text, or just period, but the Bible is the most translated, I believe, and this is second to it. Okay, now many of us already understand the Bible, that it's been tampered with quite a bit is what I'm trying to say. Quite a bit. And there are many books that were taken out. Some you can go buy in the store, and some, somewhere locked up somewhere where you damn sure your eyes, the words that are not for your eyes. Okay? Us common folk. No. You don't even know what that say. That ain't for you. Okay? And what we have in and of itself is a lot in that, even with the translation, even with it being tampered with. And even if it wasn't tampered with, we know that, well, some of us don't realize. Okay, but I do talk about it in my religious studies series. You cannot translate from one book to another perfectly. From one language to another perfectly. It is impossible to do. Okay, that's not rocket science to know and understand that. So it just makes me wonder, what is it about this book here that is a problem because it just sounds like poetry, but obviously in reading it's not just a poetic book. So what is it about it that causes a problem to a realm of our society that says they don't need to see that, they don't need to hear that, or we don't want them to see that, or we don't want them to hear that, even from this little teeny tiny channel, even those couple of folks? Because for people, if it says no views, you're either not going to see that the video is posted, or you're not going to want to look at the video because it says no views. Now, that's just how people are. If they see a lot of numbers, they'll run to it. Okay, the fewer numbers, they they're more hesitant. Just the nature of people. People are followers in general. You have fewer leaders, or fewer who will, not walk the same old beaten path, okay, that are the black sheep and willing to be the black sheep. Like that little cartoon where all those sheep are, thousands of them, hundreds of them, following each other going off the cliff, and the one black sheep is walking the other way talking about, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, it's just funny to me, like, okay, well, why is this happening twice? Where you say, okay, here we got 1 view, here we got 2 views today, and then next day, no views. I don't know, and I'm sure that there's some other channel on here, I haven't looked, that talks about the Tao Te Ching, and shares, some of the works here, or has read it. I don't know. I'm positive. There's nothing new under the sun. I'm not doing anything new that hasn't been done at some point in time. I'm not even claiming that. I don't know. I just find it interesting. All right. But we're gonna keep on anyway and finish it. Actually, it helps me to finish the book. All right, which is what I wanted to do, and it's just nice to share. Okay, because I got some more books we're gonna work through. All right, after I finish that one. All right, check out my website, kenyattasintuition.com, which I'm going to be updating and working on that, but you can still look at it in the meantime. You all be blessed. Peace.